Hello and welcome to part 2 of the Worldies. Our awards following the conclusion of the 2026 PDC World Darts Championships. Me and Jez are still here in Tooting, South London, and we're picking up where we left off. Just a quick check-in. How are you, Jez?
I'm good, yeah. Enjoying the awards so far.
Some big upsets.
Some big upsets, but I think that's what people have come to expect with us. We're not following the herd.
Yes.
This is our, looking at the people that might go unnoticed.
Joe Collins' people have been in touch.
Yeah, well, we haven't even really...
Guess what? He's angry.
We haven't even really, scratched the surface.
Yeah. Well, I said, get in touch after part 2, because he's up for a couple of big awards.
Yeah, he's up for a couple of other stickers.
Yeah, biggest fanny. Yeah.
Worst hair transplant. That would be quite.
That is actually some really.
That's a really good one.
Got him. Oh, I mean, it's hard. But it's hard to look past Barney for that. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
Raymond van Barneveld. That is
the worst wig. In fact, Callan Ritz would get.
Oh no, because he's at least his is all natural.
Yeah, but well, you could have shit as Barnett. That would be.
Yeah.
The Callum Ridds Award.
That's what worst hair transplant.
Worst hair transplant. I think over the years there will be some genuine contenders. Raymond van Barneveld could have the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Services contributed to shit hair transplant. Oh, it's tough. It's tough out there. Anyway, yes, so Joe Collins' people have been in touch. They're fuming. JSB called up. He's just glad to be involved.
Yeah.
Still refuses to tell me his real name.
We don't want to know it, Jay.
No. Anyway.
Let's get on to the next award.
So the first award for part 2, it's best nickname for a world debutant. So
wow. What are the nominees, Harry?
The nominees are, we've got Nitin Kumar with the Royal Bengal. We've got David Manoia with Why Not? Justin Hood, Happy Feet. Andreas Harrison, Dirty Harrison. Bo Greaves, Bow and Arrow. And Charlie Manby, Champagne, Charlie Manby.
Yeah, really good options.
Lot of good ones. Lot of, all of them made their debut at this year's Worlds. Hearing the nominees for the first time, Ches, what are your initial thoughts?
Initial thoughts were, as it was going on, I thought, that's my favourite. And then I thought, that's my favourite. That's my favourite.
Well, let's start at the beginning. Nitin Kumar, one of the cult hero of the Worlds, ended up getting absolutely thrashed by Stephen Bunting in his second one. But for one game, cult hero, great ponytail, big white dart shirt with a tiger on the back.
Yeah, great walk on, great look. Great player. The Royal Bengal.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, it's got a cool... It's fun to say, the Royal Bengal.
Yeah.
And he had that cool Bengal tiger on his shirt as well, which was sick. Yeah, it's a strong opener, to be fair.
It's a shirt that on a... I'll just say, if it was a white man wearing that shirt, you think that's the worst thing I've ever seen. Yeah. You'd be like, that guy collects vapes.
Yeah.
That guy was into vaping in the original stages of it, when people used to assemble them like machine guns and
it's not
kind of do break dancing and body popping while blowing out smoke rings.
It's not just a vapor, it's one of those ones that's massive and he puts out absolute plumes of smoke on a
which you don't get anymore. The Lost Mary scene has sort of it's still just as lame but on a whole different level.
You don't get as many cloud chasers as you used to.
No.
Solid start. Royal Bengal, definitely a contender,
big time. Then next, David Manoia, Why Not? That's great. It plays with the form.
Yeah, it really does, and I really like it because I didn't know his nickname was because I watched the game. I turned it on, watched the game, his big upset, and loved it. Obviously, then at the end of his interview, he said, "Why not?"
Yeah.
And I thought that was a cool thing to say. I just really liked it, made me chuckle. I was like, that's a cool thing to say. I didn't realize his nickname was Why Not.
It's nice to have a nickname that doubles up as a catchphrase.
Of course. I mean, the foresight to have a nickname / catchphrase.
Yeah, you could be Jeremy, my wife, Flynn.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That weather.
Yeah. I mean, that's a real contender for me. Why not? I really like that.
Yeah.
It's cheeky. It's like, why not? I love that.
Yeah,
it's a great outlook on life.
Yeah.
Why not? It fits in with his story as well. Like, why not? Why couldn't a Kenyan vet come and mix up the worlds?
Yeah.
Love that.
Next up, fan favorite, Justin Hood, Happy Feet. I'm torn on Happy Feet. Love Justin Hood. Hard to see, other than him wearing a penguin hat, where the Happy Feet comes from. It's probably got, there's probably something else applying to it.
Yeah.
He's quite happy. I think that's probably why he's just like a very happy guy.
It fits in with his cheeky character. It's very sweet, a very sweet nickname. I've not seen Happy Feet. I know it's about penguins. I guess he
again dated reference, actually.
Really dated reference. But
So
again,
it's
maybe
fitting.
he just likes penguins.
Loves the film Happy Feet.
I mean, again, it's clever if in the future, if he starts selling them penguin bucket hats, like it's a good racket to get into. Like I bet you next year's Worlds, if he's still on the scene and playing well, and he's in the Worlds next year, I reckon we'll be seeing more penguin bucket hats in the auditorium.
Yeah, you get the impression there's just like one that he's got it. Like do you know what I mean? Like it's
That's
not
just
like
his hat.
Like he it's a weird one. Also, obviously, this isn't the aim of a darting nickname, but it slightly undermines his credibility, which obviously is ridiculous, right? You're playing with people who
I quite
why not, or like bow and arrows. But there's something about it where you just like, I want to take you seriously, Justin Hood.
Yeah, but there's something I quite like about the fact that a lot of them are going like snake bite. Like I don't like people try like like snake bite is like snake bite, and but the bullet, and it's all like names that are meant to sound quite intimidating.
Yeah.
And then he's just gone, I'm going to call myself Happy Feet and wear a penguin bucket hat. Like I quite like
it fits
that.
his whole sort of aesthetic.
Yeah. So I am a fan of it from that point of view, but I think as a nickname, it doesn't quite flow enough for me to take the crown.
Yeah, that's fair.
Justin Happy Feet Hood,
yes,
I think doesn't really flow that well.
A favourite of mine, Andreas Harrison, big Swede, making his debut, huge big beard.
He's from Sweden, by the way. He hasn't got a big head.
What?
People call you Swede your head.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He's got a small head actually, or big beard, and it's just a
Big
ratio
beard,
thing.
yeah.
But he's up for a couple of awards tonight, so we'll get onto his story later on. But just Dirty Harrison's good. Does exactly what it says on the tin. He also looks a bit grubby, as you've said.
His nickname is good because you have to say his surname, because you couldn't just say, here he is, Dirty.
Yeah.
So you get his name in as well, like
Yeah.
Dirty Harrison.
They say Andreas Dirty Harrison.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
naan
so-
bread.
yeah.
It's like you're just saying bread.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you have
yeah.
to. So I like the fact that it gets the whole name in as well. And it's also quite funny, Dirty Harrison, because he does look a bit dirty.
Yeah. He's a little grubby Swede.
He's sort of got a grubby beard. He sort of looks like a Santa that's fallen on hard times.
Yes. We've also got Bo Greaves, bow and arrows.
Bow and arrows is great.
Yeah.
I really like it.
No notes, no fat on that one. That is.
It's almost perfect.
Yeah.
It's almost a perfect nickname because I love it when it ties into the darting theme.
Yes.
Bow and arrows, like you said, kind of no notes. 10 out of 10 nickname.
Yeah. It's popular. It's popular with the bookies.
Yeah.
A lot of money being placed on it. And then finally we've got Champagne Charlie Mamby.
Yeah.
Few thoughts on this one. If it's about alliteration, ch and sh don't quite work. Charlie Mamby's only 20. Was he Champagne Charlie Mamby when he was 15?
Yeah.
But he has got a bit of a champagne, like he's a tall, young, quite handsome guy. The Pro Tour will put a stop to that pretty sharpish.
He'll be like the rest of them.
Yeah, Lambrini, Charlie Manby.
Double vodka. Coke.
Yeah. And there is something like he is quite classy as a player.
Yeah.
Which is obviously he's also he's a bricklayer from Huddersfield.
Yeah.
But there's something quite classy about it. It feels like the name of a big darts player. Like I feel like he's backing himself.
Yeah,
you can imagine a 50-year-old darts player called Champagne Charlie Manby. Champagne Charlie is a thing as well, actually.
Yeah, Champagne Charlie is a thing, isn't it? So that works quite well.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
He also did. I mean, he's up for another award, so we'll get into it. But my favourite, this isn't there, but favourite celebration of the tournament when he beat Ricky Evans. First hit the double with his first dart, chuck the other two behind it.
That's really
it's so great.
That was sick.
It's so cool. And there's photos of him there just behind him.
Yeah.
He just like obviously that thing is I think he missed 3 at double in his last throw.
It's also really dangerous to throw darts. Up in the air randomly.
Yeah. Well, he likes a no-look 180 as well, actually.
Exactly.
So it's...
He also comes out to Champagne Supernova, so it's got a tie-in of that as well. So there's a little theme coming on.
Tough. How do you square that though with our sort of anti-Oasis walk-on?
I know.
bias?
I would say that's the one. When I first watched it, I forgot his nickname was Champagne. So when he came onto Champagne Supernova, I was like, ugh, another Oasis walk.
Yeah.
But I didn't mind it as much for him. It's a contender. It's strong. It's not going to win for me, but I like it.
Interesting. All right, I'll push you. Who's your winner? Who you put him forward?
So for me, it's between Why Not and Bow and Arrows. I think just for the classic dart, I think because it's so perfect, I'm going to go for Bo Greaves, Bow and Arrows, best nickname.
I'd agree.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I was...
Tension there was absolutely palpable.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking, I thought, do I want to manufacture some conflict? And I thought, no, it's perfect. I'm a big, the Royal Bengal is great. How much, this shouldn't have come into my thinking, but how much of Nitin Kumar are we going to see?
Yeah, for sure.
Bo Greaves has got a seemingly big future in the sport.
It was
Bow and Arrows is just lovely.
It's perfect. I mean, David Manure came close for me for Why Not, because I really, that does something to me inside. I just really like Why Not. But it's just for me, it's the perfect darts nickname, Bow and Arrows.
Fantastic. All right, we'll agree. Bo, it's yours. Congratulations.
You want to come to Tooting and pick up your award?
Yes. Yeah. I'll tell you how to work the flush and the loo. It's complicated, but...
It doesn't work, basically.
Yeah.
You just got to bleach it.
Yeah.
Every
time. Okay, the next award is for story of the tournament.
And there were some stories, Harry.
There were.
And we've talked about them.
And we've talked about most of them. So just as a reminder, so the nominees are even. We've got David Manoia, first Kenyan at the Worlds, first Kenyan to win a game at the Worlds, beat Mike DeDecker in an absolute barnstormer.
It really was.
Really great. Just interesting bloke. He's a vet from Kenya. Wonderful. Then we've got Dirty Harrison, Andreas Dirty Harrison, fresh off losing for best name for a debutant. His story's great. He's working as a window fitter, I believe, or in a window frame factory in Sweden. He's basically been trying to get his tour card. So when he was playing in his last game, it was basically if he wins it, he gets to quit his job and become a professional darts player.
Yeah, great.
He doesn't.
Yeah, really nice.
He has to go back to Q school and try and get a pro card all over again.
Pro card, yeah.
Justin Hood quit his job as a hotel porter to go pro. Gets to the quarters, makes it all the way to the quarterfinals. Loses to Gary Anderson pretty smashed by Anderson, but part of a number of absolute blockbuster games. Bit of a celeb. Wants to open a Chinese takeaway.
What's not to like?
Yeah, he's fantastic. We've got the Japanese Stephen Bunting. What's his story? Well, he's Japanese, and everyone says he looks like Stephen Bunting.
Yeah.
So, and the winner is next.
Perfection.
Great, funny little haircut. And then finally, we've got Champagne Charlie Manby, another young English prodigy.
Yeah.
Who we all thought was going to maybe gave a distance, you know.
Yeah, fell a bit short at the end, but unbelievable tournament for Champagne.
Yeah. Big future. Again, Jez, I mean, those people, almost all of them were up for, were also up for our last award.
Yeah.
So we played up them. But yeah, which of those sprung up to you?
If I can't see past Hood for this one. It's maybe it's the West Country sort of bias, but Glastonbury boy, really lovable guy, was involved in some of the games of the tournament, all the way for a debut to the quarters, Chinese restaurant, wiggling his tongue, flicking the nips, getting his belly out. It's hard for me to see past it.
It's got everything really, in that, like, one, it's like it's got all the like fun stuff about darts in it, in that he's, you know, he had his job, he quit his, you know, had a very just like normal job, very like normal, nice bloke, comes to the Worlds, bit of an eccentric character, but also just like an insanely good player. You know, he's also up for game of the tournament for his game against Danny Noppert.
Yeah, Danny.
Yeah. Like he was, you know, that one where he hit fucking 11. He checks out 11 in a row. Didn't miss a match dart didn't miss a double until
that was against Josh Rock.
Until the first match dart.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. The whole sub won by a Chinese takeaway. He won the nation's heart. Comes out of Blink 182. Yeah.
It kind of ticks all the boxes, doesn't it? Because what you want in a good darts story is like to know their job that they do outside of darts, and I love that, to have like a good honest job. Not that anyone doesn't have a good honest job, but I like the fact that
I don't have a good honest job.
So like hotel porter, that's what I liked about David Manure as well. Like he's a vet from Kenya, like, and that's a good honest job, is being a vet.
Well, we talked about it on the episode after he beat the Decker. And there's a quote from someone at the Kenyan Darts Association or something who said that he was, you know, he'd be late to a game because he'd been seeing a cow.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that Justin Hood, for me, the story, it's got everything. It's got, you know, working man come good. It's got eccentricity. It's got darting brilliance.
Yeah.
Like,
also went the distance as well. Like, I think the thing is, like, Harrison, fantastic, but like the real narrative was mainly just like that one game.
And I think if Hood had only done the Noppert game, then it would sort of been, he'd have been quite similar to a few others, like who did you just say?
Andres Harrison.
Yeah, so like, but then to go to the Josh Rock game and have that insane
to
double,
dismantle Josh Rock, who's just got into the Premier League
and was a favourite.
Yeah.
Like he beat Noppert and Josh Rock, and actually I thought Noppert was my outside chance to win the whole tournament.
Yeah, well, number 6.
Yeah, I really fancied Noppert to go to the final and potentially win the whole thing. So to absolutely take apart Josh Rock and get through Danny Noppert, I can't see past Justin Hood for the story of the tournament.
Yeah, it's Justin Hood for me.
The
Justin
winner.
Hood, if you're watching, if you're listening,
We love you.
if you're tucking into a big old bowl of crispy duck, hoping you'd win.
Yeah,
You've won, mate.
congratulations. You did win. You won.
We'll see you up on the tour soon.
Story of the...
Both Glastonbury tour, actually, and the pro.
Yeah, that's real nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice. That's lovely wordplay.
All right, Mrs. and Awards up next, which
Just in case you don't know, Glastonbury Tour is a TOR. It's like
yes,
a big hill.
big hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and the
really,
tour is what darts players go on.
I hate to
afterwards.
hammer home such a brilliant, but that if you didn't know what Glastonbury Tour was, that's excellent.
Thanks, man. That's great. I appreciate that. Right, the award coming up next. It's the other award that nobody wants to win.
Fittest one. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah. You don't want that. No, it's the biggest strop award.
Yeah.
For you, big old babies throwing their toys out of the pram at this year's Worlds, and it never looks good, and it's always funny, and you always look like a big old silly goose.
Yeah, you do. You do. It's one of my favourite things about darts is tantrums, and there's been some belters this year. Who are the nominations?
The nominations are, there's only 4 nominees for this prestigious award. We've got Joe Cullen.
Yeah. For
his incredible strop after accusing Suljovic of cheating.
Yeah. By throwing slowly.
He's got previous, Joe Cullen, for throwing his toys out of the pram. We've got the eventual winner of the second most important award in darts, Luke Littler.
Yeah.
For his Am I Bothered routine.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've got Mike De Decker.
Sure, forgot about De Decker.
For throwing his toys at the pram for being booed.
Yeah.
Whilst being dismantled by David Manoia.
Yeah.
A vet from Kenya. Mike De Decker kicks off about people booing him. And then we've got Cameron Menzies, who upon losing to Charlie Mamby, put his hand... What did he do? He
punched the underside of the tape, so they both get.
But he held his hand in like a flame. What flame? But why would there have been a flame on?
The flame.
Yeah, there's something. So before he punches the table, I'm trying to think what flame there would. Anyway, there was something very hot next to his table.
Oh yeah.
And he holds his hand in it, and he burns his hand. Yeah. I'm trying to think off the top of my head what it is, but obviously there's no internet in the bunker, so. Anyway, beats the shit out of this table.
Yeah, I saw the absolute haymakers under the...
Yeah, which we've spoken about, I think. I mean, we can start with Cameron Menzies. It actually feels... I actually felt a bit bad putting him in. It doesn't really feel like a strop. Like, Cameron Menzies is a bit of a trouble guy. I'm a big Menzies guy.
Yeah.
I really like him.
Yeah, he seems like a good guy.
I really love his walk-on song as well.
Yeah. What's his walk-on again?
It's a sort of pumping house version of a sort of Scottish modern folk song.
Oh, okay.
It's good stuff.
Well, I get the thing is obviously it's sort of the Toys Out the Pram award, and Cameron Menzies seemed to be sort of sad mental breakdown award.
Yes, which is next. Yeah. That is sad mental breakdown award. Because
I think that's the difference, isn't it? I mean, in theory, he did throw the best tantrum because uppercutting a table 6 times in a row, having a bleeding hand, and then sort of having to sheepishly apologise and walk off is the biggest tantrum, but it was just a bit sad, really, to see. And then came out and said he's going through some stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, it would be irresponsible to award it to Cameron Menzies, but also as journalists, as truth seekers.
Yeah, the Toys Out the Pram award, it doesn't quite fit in. Joe Cullen's was pathetic. To claim that Suljovic was cheating, he said, call it what you want, but at the end of the day, it's cheating. And every single person...
It's not, if he was throwing 4 darts...
That's cheating.
Like, if that's cheating.
That's cheating.
Yeah,
that's cheating. Or, yeah.
It's like, he just hit a 196 checkout. Like,
that's
there
cheating.
We go. Yeah. If he's bribing the ref...
he came and what's annoying about Joe Cullen is that his big point was he's like I've got a point to say, and he was like, call it what you want, it's cheating. And every single person
goes, if that's the sport, aren't they part of it?
When no, it isn't.
Yeah.
It's how he throws darts. Slowly, you became annoyed by it and lost. Those are all the facts that happened. But he was like, call it what you like, it's cheating. No, it isn't. You've had a tantrum and it's ended really badly.
If Suljovic was doing that weird little finger flick he does on like Cullen's ear while he's throwing, that's cheating. There's a lot of things that are cheating.
Yeah.
Just like taking your time.
Yeah. If he walked halfway up the ocky and threw from there, that's cheating.
Yeah. If his darts are on like a stick.
Yeah.
Still
waggling
all the way.
The grannies have to pick stuff off of the floor. Yeah, like that. If you put them in with that.
Cheating. Yeah. Just like taking a bit of time.
Just deal with it. For me though, I would have to give it to Littler because it was the biggest. I think it was the biggest toys out the pram moment.
It's certainly the most high profile toys out the pram. Like I guess for anyone who hasn't seen it or didn't see it during the Worlds, Littler was getting a lot of shit when he was just being booed a bit. Who was he playing?
He was playing Rob Cross.
Yeah, he's playing Rob Cross.
The fans chose Rob in that game. They chose
Underdog.
Chose Rob to support Rob Cross instead of Littler for that one game.
Yeah.
And he handled it pathetically.
And he said, "Oh, so whenever you bring how much money you're earning into like a thing to prove a point," and he goes, "Yeah, thanks so much for booing me or whatever. All your ticket money goes into our prize pot." You're like, yeah.
He said, "I just want to say one thing." And I always think when someone says, "I just want to say one thing," you think, whatever it is, don't say it.
Yeah.
Don't say it, because if you just want to say one thing, you're about to look like a tit.
I also find that the best way to let someone know you're not bothered is to say, "I'm not bothered" 3 times.
Whilst being really red in the face.
Yeah.
You might cry.
Yeah. Now that's always good.
And De Decker was just, he was aggressively booed.
It was all all the strops, Cullen aside, came down to booing.
Yeah.
Which isn't like, I think me and you feel broadly the same about the booing in that, like, I think often it is a bit, I'm not a fan of it out of any sort of like weird, like moral thing. I just think like, I actually think it's just a bit boring. Like I just sort of think like, yeah, all right.
I'm not a big booing guy. I absolutely hate. I tell you what, I hate. I hate booing at the walk-ons. I really hate that.
You want to show some respect.
I think for the walk-on, show some respect. I hate Luke Humphries being booed. I hate. I don't like booing in the walk-ons. I think it's the weird thing about the Worlds is that what happens is there's 2 people playing a sport. People are hammered and watching sport, and they want to pick one. Normally, they want to pick one of those 2 people to be like, this is who the home crowd are supporting for this match.
Yeah.
And it varies where you go. And I do kind of like it. Like, I think it adds a bit of spice to it. Like, I think it adds a bit of, like, when the English lads go to Germany, they get booed loads.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like it's like being home and away, isn't it? Like, it's like, who do you take your penalties in front of? Like, in the cup, it's like, it's that sport.
Yeah, I mean, a player who I think just showed exactly how you should handle the booing, Kevin Dutz, who basically just said like, yeah, like when he played David Manoia, he was like, well, of course they're going to boo me. He didn't say this, but he's like, I'm playing a fucking vet from Kenya.
Yeah. He knows that.
And he's like, I'm a professional darts player.
Don't take
this guy's the thing. Like, he's like, he doesn't care. He did it against, he did it later on when he was playing an English guy as well. He's like, yeah, probably get booed. And I think people just...
Yeah, don't take it personally.
We're fine with it. He's just like, I know it's the game. Like, I think it's different, if you're Geraint Price and like, it's quite hostile. Luke Humphries when it feels hostile, I'm less of a fan of it.
I agree. And it can feel hostile at times.
I'm sure it feels hostile when you're there trying to throw...
And I mean, I said it to you, like, I can't imagine anything worse than missing 3 darts at a double with people booing and then cheering when you miss the dart.
Yeah, when it's the ooh.
Yeah, but then I'm not a professional darts player, and there is a part of me that's a bit like, it's only booing. It's not like they're, saying horrific shit or anything. Like, they're booing.
Yeah, they're not bringing up the fact that your mum won the Ugliest Mum Award.
On the Good Darts podcast.
On the Darts podcast.
I think, but also, if it does happen, the worst thing you could do is make out that it upsets you, because it will just guarantee that will happen 1,000% more.
Yes, it's there's not one of those 3 people who, so Littler, again, Menzies feels harsh, and De Decker, who people have come away and been like, they are right, actually, it was unfair, but Luke Littler, who gone on to win his 2nd World Championship, people should, you probably shouldn't boo an 18-year-old, but also that 18-year-old is the best darts player on the planet and a multi-millionaire, and people absolutely love him, and he's fine, so chill out. And chill out Luke as well. Like,
in the next game, if you're playing someone that they decide that they like less than you, they'll cheer you and boo them. Like, it's just the way it works. And you won £1 million for winning the tournament. So stop complaining about people.
He just got a 20 million.
Yeah, I saw that.
To be fair, it's a 20-year deal, I think.
Yeah.
Which is a bit
It's just a news headline, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just because people want to go like, oh, he's got so much money. But he's the world's greatest darts player, so he's allowed loads of money.
Yeah.
And
we're allowed to boo him.
Be prepared to be booed. If you win to win this tournament, the prize was £1 million. If you win the tournament, you might get booed.
Yeah,
like
that's
that's
fine.
okay.
That feels like a fair payoff.
That's a fair payoff, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways.
You might win £1 million, and your mum might be nominated for the Ugliest Mum Award. Who's your winner?
Joe Cullen.
Yeah, it is Joe Cullen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and fuck your mum. No, sorry, Joe. That's
We
not.
don't mean that.
And up next, it's the Worst Hair Transplant Award.
Nominees are Joe Cullen.
Worst nickname, it's the Rockstar Joe Cullen.
Actually, I would put that.
It is bad.
Yeah.
It is bad.
Do you know what? I thought I was going to go for Luke in the end, but Joe Cullen is the winner of that. I think it's. I think he really really pathetic toys out the pram, because it was just that he was throwing slowly and he lost, and it was pathetic.
Yeah.
Joe Cullen.
Agreed. All right, up next. It's a big one. It's the one everyone wants to win. It's not that one. It's game of the tournament.
Big award.
Yeah.
That's the sort of the jewel in the crown, game of the tournament, I think.
Yeah.
Who are the nominees, Harry?
The nominees are, we've got Danny Noppert versus Justin Hood.
Big game.
Big game. We've got Michael Van Gerwen versus Gary Anderson.
Yeah.
We've got David Manoia versus Mike Dedecker. Joe Cullen versus Mentor Solovic.
Oh, yeah.
And Christoph Ratajski versus Wesley Plazier.
That was good.
Hearing the nominees.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jez?
Big games there. Big games. Yeah. I think
Hard to remember a single one of them, isn't it, actually? Just even
there's
up
a lot of
2
blurring,
weeks
there's a lot of blurring
out.
into one. The one that stands out most in my mind was Hood Noppert, because it had the combination of, they were both, all of those games were obviously amazing games. They were both scoring so high and such big finishes, especially from Noppert.
Yeah.
That for me, it was a bit like, I couldn't believe what I was watching at one point. And I remember the moment where Noppert hit another big checkout, and Hood sort of kind of almost collapsed to the floor of I can't believe he keeps finishing and staying in the game. It really felt like they were laying punches into each other. There's been a lot of boxing analogies from the
I think I think there's a lot of
they keep talking about throwing
crossover
haymakers and stuff, and
on the ropes
and throwing haymakers, and that game really felt like they were just.
But I think it's a fair analysis. I guess that applies to most sport, but I think there is a real thing with darts about striking. It's getting things done at the time, right? Before
killer blows.
Yeah, well, but it is that, right? It's you're there. If you're in a really strong position, or if someone's throwing, if someone's throwing badly, you've got to capitalize and kind of put them to bed.
Yeah,
so
punish mistakes. Yeah, it was for me that was an absolute ding dong. I had really soft spot for MVG Gary Anderson.
That for me felt like the first game of the entire tournament where it was two big heavyweights going another boxing analogy, but two big names. I think up until that point, all the big games had been an upstart. A lot of seeded players had gone out. Littler was just doing Littler things, and this stuff. And then suddenly you had MVG Gary Anderson. Gary ultimately actually won pretty easily, but there was a little bit of it at the beginning where you just it seems silly, but like it's fun to watch two big names. They both won it, both former world championships, both multiple world championship winners. And just watching, like, even when you see Justin Hood play, he's unseeded on his debut, like when he's throwing like incredibly good darts, there's almost an element of it, but it's like fluke. Like it obviously isn't at all. We just don't know him, so there's something novel about it. Watching two players who are just incredibly good, be incredibly good, is like, you're like, yeah, this is like big boy stuff, which is why the Premier League is so great. Like it's a slightly different thing, but you're just like, it's the big guys going at it, the big names in the sport.
Yeah.
And that really felt like it. And you kind of felt like either of these guys, whoever wins this, could potentially go on to lose to the final league.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, they ultimately didn't, because Van Veen
took out
smashed
Gary.
Anderson in the semi.
Yeah, it's your classic Clash of the Titans, MVG, Gary Anderson. It was your classic, and and even though it wasn't as close as like your Noppert versus Justin Hoods, even though it wasn't like, it didn't go down to the wire as much as those games did. Like you said, I think in terms of a spectacle, like MVG Anderson was one of the most entertaining.
It was just after Christmas as well, and so you're like into the into the big boy stuff.
Yeah.
I'd like to give a shout to I don't think it's going to win it. I mean, I know because we get to choose ultimately. But Christoph Ratajski, Wesley Plazier. So Plazier had a great tournament. I love him. You love him. He's a really nice guy. He's an insane darts player. Just a lot of time for him, and he was 3-1 up, not cruising. It'd been a really great game. And then Ratajski just sort of came back into it. And it was one of those ones where just like experience bore out over sort of, not even talent, but just, it bore out. And I just love it. Just great. I mean, it's sad actually. It was a real heartbreaker because I really wanted Wesley to go on and do well.
Same.
I had a lot of time for that. David Benoit was like,
I mean, that was unreal. That was one of those ones that one of the great things about the Worlds is because it's on day and night from December the 12th or whatever. You find yourself on like a Tuesday lunchtime watching like one of the most amazing.
I had it on my laptop when I was making myself some I was like skiving off work to make myself a snack or something.
And it's kind of got that like World Cup feel of like,
yes,
oh my God, it's a Wednesday lunchtime, I think it was. It's 3 p.m, and I'm watching one of the most amazing games I've seen for a long time.
Yeah.
Which was what was really fun about that. Was that, and we were like texting each other and like, are you watching this? It's insane.
Yeah. That's the great thing. Like this year as well, they expanded it, didn't they? They expanded it to 128 players, which in other sports I would say is often, football, the expansion of tournaments I would say is often to their detriment because it's just like...
There's loads of shit games.
There's loads of shit games. There's loads of teams who aren't going to make it. Like it's just boring.
Yeah.
But I think in darts and with the Worlds, it's great because darts is such a the darting pyramid is so kind of bizarre and it has all its kind of, different routes to get there. And you've got all these and none of them are professional or very few of them are professional. Yeah. So and also because everyone goes into the first round. So you've got these a fucking vet from Kenya, like David Manoia playing Mike DeDecker, who's, a major winner, seeded professional darts player, Nitin Kumar as well. Things like, it's like a lot of those people coming in from the Asian tour or the African tour or whatever. And it just makes it so exciting. It does feel a bit like the World Cup. And you're like, who are any, even if you watch a lot of darts throughout the year, you don't know who those people are.
No, there were still plenty of people that hadn't heard of them before. That's what's amazing about it. I think, there was just so many games that were just like absolute ding-dongs out of nowhere. Just some of the standard of people you'd never heard of before.
Well, that's the thing about it, to get if you play I play darts at an incredibly bad level, in an incredibly bad team, in an incredibly bad league, and every now and again there'll be someone on another team, and I'm like, I don't really understand how you're not Luke Littler.
Yeah.
Right, like you're thinking, and then it's because actually, and they're so far down the like rung, like actually just to get to anywhere near the world, you have to be just like stupidly good.
Yeah.
And because of set play and because of all these things, they're like it's so easy for well, it's not easy. You get a lot of upsets, or you get a lot of close, because ultimately it's throwing 3 pieces of metal at a board.
Yeah.
So if you're doing that really well, there's nothing else anyone can really do about it, right?
Yeah,
So it's just
unbelievable. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? That if you're darts is one of the sports that if you're playing at a certain standard, it really doesn't matter what the other person does, because you can't top it if they're playing slightly better than you, which is why you get these games where 2 people are just duking it out. Yeah. And it's coming down to like what's amazing as well, and then it just ends. And I think that's why, for me, at risk of jumping the gun, it has to be Noppert versus Hood, because it was like just throwing and like big checkouts, big finishes, and it was like, oh my god, and building, and then Hood had another match dart, and it was his last dart at tops, I think, and then it just goes in, and it's like shit, and that's it. It's over. It's done. That last dart goes in.
It almost feels as well with those games when it goes to sudden death that like that someone's like blagged it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's almost like penalty shootouts where you're like, it feels unfair that either of you have lost this.
100%. Like if that dart doesn't go in, you feel like then there's as much chance that the other person can win it again almost immediately. Yeah. It has to be Hood for Noppert for me. For Hood Noppert for me, because of it just felt like it had everything. Underdog story. It had mega checkouts, right to the wire, middle of the day in the week.
Yes. For me, it's Joe Cullen. Sulovich.
Really?
No, obviously not.
I was going to listen to your opinion there.
No, that's like, people who love cricket, they only love it when it's really low scoring and boring, and they're like they find Bazball sort of deeply unpatriotic.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, cricket should be a deeply defensive sport where you just bat for like 3 days.
When you said it, I thought, oh, I'm going to have to entertain this thought rather than going, are you fucking mad?
No, it's just funny, isn't it? Because he just threw a big fat tantrum. And there's been a lot of Cullen bashing. Which is,
this really turned into it. And again, once again, Joe, if you're listening, you handled that really badly.
Yeah. You're a big baby.
We'll do, from now on, from next year, we'll do the Joe Cullen Crybaby Award.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
The next year, the Toys Out the Pram Award will be known as the Joe Cullen
Crybaby Award. That's great. All right, fantastic. We've come to our last award.
Oh.
It's a special one. It's all about a man who's genuinely very close to our hearts.
Yeah.
Here at Good Darts. A man who's had, like, admittedly, this isn't a joke, like stinker of it, like a really horrible year. His wife passed away. Went away from the sport for a little bit. Wayne Mardle, he's returned. He's had a bit of glow up. He's a genuinely great commentator. We said this a lot. He brings so much to I get so much out of listening to him commentate, and he does so much to tell you what's kind of happening from a darts player's point of view.
Yeah.
He also has a unique turn of phrase sometimes.
Sure.
Which is why this is the Wayne Mardalisms Award for contributions to the darting lexicon.
Yeah. So obviously the famous I can't spake commentary.
Yes, maybe I'll explain. Basically, we've just gathered three of his best sort of catchphrases, expressions that he's been trying to get off the ground during this year's tournament.
Yeah. What are the nominations?
The nominations are "Here Fishy Fishy," which he's been saying, which he said ad nauseum while people were trying to hit big fishes, which we'll get on to. "Pop it."
Pop it.
Which he says before someone tries to hit. Often a bullseye, but sometimes also just a big checkout.
Yeah, that seems to be quite a new one. And he says it in a very static, he's got sort of goes out like, pop it!
So he goes, pop it!
Yeah, really, really fizzes it out there.
Yes, and then finally, for the third year running, it's him trying to really milk every single coin. out of I can't speak. So every time anyone's near a 9, he'll say, and it's kind of anything from that. So I guess for any darts newbies, Mardle got one of the things that probably made Mardle's name as a commentator, even though he's been doing it for like 20 years, was during the greatest leg of darts ever in the final when Michael Smith won, and Michael Smith hit a 9 darter against MBG, and they were both on 9s. Wayne Mardle famously said, they're both on 9s. Michael may hit and Michael may miss, and then all this stuff. And then he was yelling, I can't speak. And he did his voice so badly he didn't come back.
Yeah.
He had to retire for the evening because he actually had lost his voice, saying, I can't speak.
Yeah.
Since then, during a lot of tournaments and during the Worlds, whenever anyone is on a 9 darter, Wayne Mardle will shout, they're both on 9s, or I can't speak, or things like that. He's not willing to let that one go.
No, he brings that back a lot. They're both on 9s. He loves to play because obviously if both players hit a maximum in their first visit, which is quite rare to be fair. But not that rare.
No.
And so then he loves to say they're both on 9.
Yeah. He plays the hit
with a knowing nod to that's my catchphrase. Then if one person is close to being on a 9. He'll pull out he might reference that I can't speak.
I can't speak. Yeah. It's here fishy is
that's new.
That's new.
That's a new one.
So we initially, when we first spoke about it a few episodes ago, were kind of laughing that like that's not how you fish. I've since looked into it.
Did a bit of research
and been trying to find out basically the source of it. It seems to partly be, and it's hard to know which one of these Mardle got it from. It's from the Sesame Street or from Muppets, I think.
Oh, is it?
There's a reference to it there.
That's good knowledge. I thought it was from shit fishing t-shirts.
So it's also from a lot of shit fishing t-shirts and like shit fishing memes.
Yeah.
There's some sort of thing that's from Juice Bigelow, Male Gigolo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a niche reference.
That is a niche reference, and I'm not sure if Mardle's a big Rob Schneider fan.
That's a fantastic.
I imagine, actually, that Mardle's a big fan of the early work of Adam Sandler, and which, admittedly, it is
Who
good.
Isn't?
But big Schneider fan, I imagine.
Weirdly, the first time he said "here fishy" for a big fish, I sort of rolled my eyes and was like, that's a bit...
Yeah, you're big into that, aren't you?
But actually, it has really grown on me, here fishy. Again, he does it and he's like, here fishy. And I've really warmed to it. I want him to do it now. If I saw him, I'd ask him to give me a here fishy.
Would you just shout it at him?
Yeah, I would shout here fishy at him.
Wind your window up and drive off.
I would shout pop it at him.
Yes, that's good. Yeah, Pop It, then he says, I enjoy Pop It because it's like this thing's like, it's only really cool if they then sink the double. It's when he goes, Pop It, and then they just chuck it into the wall.
That, with all of the catchphrases, the problem with darts is that he says it normally before an anticipated big moment that rarely happens.
Yeah.
So that's the problem with the darts commentator's catchphrase. It's almost the commentator's curse in a way. When you're on a big fish, it's here fishy.
Yeah.
And
then straight into the out of ball.
Then they get, what would that be? 145.
Yeah. It's same with Pop It. And it's good. Yeah.
And then missing the double. Or it's, like you said, it's normally bullseye Pop It, but it's normally just a double, like an important double.
Yeah. It's good.
They're all great.
I mean, the winner is Wayne Mardle, obviously.
Wayne Mardle will win this award.
Wayne Mardle has won the Wayne Mardleism's award for contributions to the darting lexicon.
Should we both? I vote for Pop It.
I vote for Pop It also.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I think that's. It's just. I can't speak. I'm looking for him to retire.
Here fishy.
Because my worry actually with the I can't speak thing is he's going to ruin a really great 9 darter once.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Someone's actually going to hit a 9 and Wayne Mardle's going to be ruining it by like trying to recreate history.
Yeah, I agree. And also, I just kind of feel like it was such an amazing moment. It was like a one-off moment of like the greatest leg of darts. They're both on 9s. It's all there. Michael Smith, it's all there. That's the greatest leg of darts you will ever see in your entire life. I can't speak. Like, it's perfect. And now every time he does it, I kind of feel like just leave it there, baby. Like you crushed it.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
some of the best in the moment commentating. It will.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It will go down in history. Like you did it. Like you did it, Wayne. Stop saying it.
It would be like, we would say this, it'd be like if Clive Tilsley, every time Aguero scored, he went, Aguero! And it's just like, they're already 4-0 up against like Burnley.
Yeah.
And he scored a hat-trick, he does it 3 times in a game. It's that sort of
like,
thing.
Yeah, it's what's his name? They think it's all over saying it in every game.
Yeah, yeah,
for the
yeah.
rest of his career. It's like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did it, you managed to get something into like the darting history books.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let it go. But as far as I'm concerned, Poppet still cooking. And for this year, Poppet has won the Wayne Mardle contribution.
The Wayne Mardleisms Award for contributions to the darting lexicon, sponsored by Wayne Mardle, won by Wayne Mardle.
We should get sponsorship for this awards next year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who are you thinking?
Well, all darting things are all normally
Bookies.
bookies or like normally
Or just like a local sort of timber magnate.
Trade Point or Screw.
Yeah,
Face
yeah,
or
yeah.
Something. We could get Luke Humphreys to do that Red Dragon Darts advert he does, where he's sort of pretending to look in a Ring doorbell. That's quite embarrassing.
Yeah, that'd be good. Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Do you know what? With the recent news that there's going to be a Saudi Arabia tour,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
which I'm more than happy to
Which
go,
we're big fans of.
which we think is such a great.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. So no, Pop It for me. It's in, and that award will hopefully run and run. Hopefully he come. The problem with that is that next year he's got to come up with something new. We had Here Fishy Fishy this year.
Yes.
I can't see something coming from John Part, Mark Webb. Doesn't seem like he's.
Now they're not really catchphrase
They're not
guys.
catchphrase guys, so it has to come from Mardle.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
you've just got to hope that next year and to be honest with you, this is Wayne Mardle. He's coming up with another catchphrase.
Yes, yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
trying them all on right now.
Yeah, I worry a bit like maybe he'll go, you know how like Ali McCoist has kind of become a parody of Ali McCoist.
Yes.
Because Ali McCoist, because he just got a lot of praise.
Yeah,
because he
yeah.
just like, because they decided to do 3 comms on TNT and he
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
just had Darren Fletcher and Rio Ferdinand blowing smoke of his arse forever. Hopefully Mardle doesn't do that. Who's to say? All right, well that is us. That's the end of the Worldies Part 2. We'll be back next week having a look at the Premier League that's about to kick off. Shamelessly shilling to try and be invited to Riyadh for the PDC's completely cool, noble effort to bring darts to the Middle East.
Yeah,
Which I think is cool.
which I think is a good thing.
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
Won't hear any criticism.
Will not hear any criticisms against our supreme leader.
Because at the moment this podcast is self-funded.
Yeah. But
If this becomes a very popular podcast and we have listeners and Patreons and things like that,
yeah.
then maybe we can start taking a stance against Saudi Arabian darts.
Not now. You're open to do the Riyadh Comedy Festival 2026, aren't you, as
Currently,
well?
while I'm still paying off the camera.
Yeah.
I'm very pro Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, you, Chappelle and CK in an Airbnb.
More sports washing, please.
Yes. So we'll be talking about that and why it's great.
And any more darts never sleep. So
Yeah. Oh, and there's loads of tournaments already coming up. So the Fallouts, we'll have Joe Cullen on, right of reply.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Happy New Year.